loves, you're welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing my delivery story. I got a question on this from a video I did about my pregnancy journey. So I got a question about my delivery, so I promised to do a video on that. So that is what we're going to be doing today. All right, so without further ado, let's just move straight into the video. I was arranging my baby's room. I think I talked about that on my pregnancy journey video. So I was arranging my baby's room, hoping to finish it up the next day, but I could not because the next day I had to deliver my baby. So the whole thing started unexpectedly. So I just had to go to the hospital, and then I forget about the whole arrangement of the room. At about 3 a.m., that was when I woke up, and then I noticed I was wet. So I had to wake my husband immediately, and I just felt as if my water broke. So I got up from the bed, went to the restroom, and then I saw this discharge, blood discharge, that was kind of pinkish in color. So, and then I started experiencing contractions. So it's just as if the whole thing started simultaneously, all at the same time. So at that point, we got confused. We were just confused, me and my husband. And he was asking me, what are we going to do? And I was even asking him that the next words that could come out from my mouth was, go and call your mom. She was around in the house then. So the minute she came in, she was looking all surprised. Everybody was in panic and all of that. So the next thing she said was, have you called your doctor? Could you believe that none of us even thought about that? The minute I called my doctor that time, she didn't pick up immediately. I called. It was later she called back, and then the whole pain has subsided. When she called back, she asked me the signs of the whole thing I experienced. So I told her, and then she was like, oh, you've experienced all the signs of labor, so you need to come to the hospital. So the next thing I started doing was the breathing method. So I was doing something like, so it really helped. So that was what I was doing when the contractions started coming. I kept on doing it. So I took warm water that morning. So when I was taking the water, the contraction will come and it will stop, it will come and it will stop. I thought I was going to give birth immediately when the whole process started. So we had to wait for the driver, and when the driver came, there was no pain at all. Even before the driver came, I had to like engage myself in some physical activity like dancing. So I was dancing and hoping that the pain will come again, so that because my husband was like, are you not feeling pain anymore? I was like, no, the contraction has stopped, everything has stopped. So it was like, okay. I started playing music. So I started dancing so that the whole pain will start again, and the whole process could be fast. But I don't know, it does not work that way. It has to follow due process. So we got to the hospital 8 past 8 in the morning. So when we got to the hospital, I went straight to the doctor, and she asked me some few questions, and then they run some tests, and then asked me to meet the midwife. So the midwife and the nurses there, they told me to, okay, I should start walking around the hospital. I should walk around. Maybe if I engage in those activities, it will help to make the whole process to be fast. So I started doing that. I started walking around the hospital. My husband was with me, because when we came into the hospital, they checked me, they checked the dilation, and the nurses said, it has not gotten to any point, like 1 or 2%. So they told me not to take ordinary water, I should, or cold water. So I should continue with the warm water I was taking, that it's going to help the whole process, it's going to make the process fast. So I was doing that. It got to 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and there was still nothing at all. And then so I went to meet the doctor. So she was like, I would not be able to give birth that day because at about this time I have not dilated to any any point that could lead to the labor. So she said I would have to go back home and then come back the next day. And then I remind her that my water is no longer there. That was when she quickly remembered, and then she said, since the water has broken, I need to they need to induce me so that I can give birth that day, because it's not safe for the water to be broken and then the baby is still there, because anything can happen to the baby and I don't want that at all. So she said I'm going to be induced because the whole thing is not moving according to the pace she wanted it to. So she wanted me to have a normal process, a normal natural process, but it was not moving that way and my water has already broken. So she said I needed to be induced so that it will be faster. So I said okay, and this time we are talking about is going to like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Because before then, I was eating a lot. I was eating anything I see, I just eat. I was really hungry, so I was eating a lot. I don't know why. Even before that delivery day, I was not eating like that, but that delivery day in particular, I was eating a lot. Unlike other stories I've heard, some persons they could not even eat that day, but mine was the reverse. Anything that pass I want to buy, anything that is around me I want to eat. That was how I was eating soup, eating pastries, eating everything, drinking water. I was even surprised at myself that day. And after the induction, the matron, she said I should not eat again because it's going to make me to want to pee, and after I've been induced I don't need to pee because of what they put inside, because it's going to alter the process. And then I had to pee before she did it, hoping that I will not pee again. But after she has induced me, 30 minutes later I started to feel the urge to pee. See, if they induce you, bear it. I'm even saying bear it. Is it even easy to bear it? That day I was trying to bear it, but when the matron came and she checked my tummy and then she saw the urine, the urine is filled up on my bladder. So I was trying to bear it. I did not even call her that I want to urinate. So it's impossible to bear it. But if you can, try as much as possible not to pee after you've been induced, because that process, it's painful. So after she saw that there's urine there, then she now brought something like straw. I don't know what they call it. So she used it, placed it inside my body, and then to extract the urine. I was lying on the bed for some time and then I was not feeling anything yet. So I asked the matron if I could go outside to just stretch my leg and all of that. And then she said fine. I went back to the room and started sleeping in the living room. I was sleeping there, and then my mom was around. She came in to look for me and then they saw me sleeping. Hey, at this point my mom was really scared. She was like, this child, I don't understand. Instead of you to look for a way to make this whole thing to be fast, you are sleeping. When you are sleeping, the baby will be relaxed, so there will be no way for the baby will not feel the need to come out, and you'll be relaxed, the baby will be relaxed. So sister, she also came in. She came to labor room and to drag me out. That no, this is not what we bargained. This is not what we planned for. So she took me out and started to use me to walk around the hospital so that I'll be pressured and the baby will also be pressured. After that time, I started to get really tired. If you see my tummy, very big, and the baby is small. So I was tired because of the walking and all of that. So my husband was holding my hand, my sister was there holding the other hand. We were walking. They were using me to walk because I could not do it by myself again. tiredness and pain. The pain started coming at that time. So I started feeling the pains and all of that. I could no longer talk. I was talking very slow and small. I was just doing that breathing method. That was what I was doing. I was not even shouting. And as at this point, the dilation had started increasing. And then I got so tired that I told them to leave me. They refused to leave me. I was even trying to relieve myself, but they wanted the pressure so that I would just go in and bring the baby out. The next thing I did, conclusion. Next thing I did, I bite my husband. So that was what I did. I bite my husband's belly. Hi! The minute I bite him, full speed he left me. So that was how they just left me and allowed me to be. So I went into the labor room, and then at this stage, the whole delivery thing started becoming tense because I started feeling everything. I started feeling the pain, started feeling contractions. Everything started coming at the same time. Waist pain. See, this waist pain, it's something that you cannot, there's nothing you can do about it. I started shouting for my mom and my sister to come into the delivery room to massage my waist. And then when they came in, it was as if they were just rubbing it like this. And then the next thing that I don't even know what I was doing. I shouted at that, please, leave, go, you're not doing anything, leave here. So it was my mother-in-law that came in, and then she massaged the waist, and then I started feeling relaxed. The next thing, the matron told her to leave here, to leave the place, so that I can feel the whole process, so everything can be fast, because the more she's making me to be calm, the more the whole thing is going to be delayed. So she told her to leave the room, and then she left. I was shouting, come back, please come back. So it was not easy. The labor, it was not easy. So I really labored. I labored that day. So after the whole pain, I started begging my baby, say, baby, please come out now. Baby, please come out. I'm tired. Please come out. So the minute I started begging, it was just as if I want to poo. I want to use the restroom. After I finished begging the baby to come out with all the prayers, I was praying there. I believe it's the pressure from the baby. It's the time for the baby to come out. That's why I felt that way. So the matron did not allow me to use the restroom at all. So if you just get to that point, know that your baby is here. So, and then they started begging me to push. The matron said, I can see your baby's head. Help this child to come out. Help this child. I was like, I'm pushing. They said, push. I was like, oh, matron, help me now. See, once you get to that stage, nobody can help you. You can only help yourself. Nobody can help you. So I was shouting, matron, please help me. So so she said, help yourself so that I can help you. Help yourself so I can help you. I can see this baby's head. Your baby is almost here. Push it out. I've not given birth before. I don't know what it means to push. So the next thing I did was to do it the way I saw it in the movies. My eyes were almost plucking out. So I just started to like shine my eyes and do all the stuff. And the nurses were just like, what's this one doing? This is how to push. I could not push any further. Like, help me to bring the baby out. We cannot help you. You need to help yourself. So the next thing they did was to tear me. The minute they cut me, hey, that thing, the pain is another word. So the minute they cut me like this, that was when I was able to push because of the pain. With the pain and everything, I used my strength, my whole strength, my power and everything to push out another way. Like, hey, this is, you are doing it now. Yes, continue like that. Continue. So that was how my baby came out. after they cut me. That cut, it was really big because they said my body was not open, so the cut was really big. Healing from that cut was something else. It was not easy at all. So after that, they brought the baby out, then they removed the placenta, and then they brought out those bad bloods and all of that. That took another 30 minutes or thereabout. So the whole process got me so tired because that stitching, it was something else. See, they had to give me pain killer to stitch that place. When they were stitching it, I was not feeling it till when she got to the surface. That was when I started feeling the pain. So it was not easy at all to recover from all of that. See, after delivery, I could not sit properly the way I was sitting after then. My God, I could not even walk from the delivery room to where I can rest properly with my baby because I was so tired. It was just as if I was seeing double. My eyes were like, I was not seeing clearly anymore. So they had to use the wheelchair to roll me down. I could not move by myself. So after that, I give God all the thanks. I glorify Him for making the whole thing go smoothly because there was no complications. I gave birth in normal delivery. There was no CS, there was no complications, there was no shortage of blood. I was so grateful. As in, even up to today, I'm still grateful to God for that. So that's it. That was how I gave birth to my baby girl. See, once you are done with the whole thing, you just forget about it. When you start seeing the baby grow, give yourself 2-3 months from that day. It will be a thing of history. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and hit on notification bell so that whenever I upload the next video, you will be notified. And please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.